Hey everybody, welcome back. If you're new here, hi, I'm Mercury. So welcome to another one of my videos in my New York 101 playlist. So this playlist is basically good for people who are either not familiar with New York City or not familiar with all the areas. So I'm kind of going through some basics and what it's like. And today we're gonna go through Chelsea and we're gonna go to Union Square. So the idea is that we're over here in Chelsea. This is the Flatiron building behind me. We're gonna look at Madison Square Park, not to be confused with Madison Square Garden, two separate things. And what's right around that general area. So we have things like the Lego store, we have the Flatiron building, and so on and so forth. Then we're gonna walk down, we're gonna go to Union Square and check out what's in that area. And just give you some ideas of some things that you can do that are slightly outside of the typical tourist areas. Let's go check it out. So Madison Square Park's on 23rd and Broadway, and the Yellow Line subway is the closest. And we're gonna go into the park here. This is, hands down, one of my favorite parks to go to in New York City. You'll see I stop by here in a lot of my videos, and sometimes they even have art on display. One of my favorite art exhibits that they did was this, it was like school desks, but it was made of trees, and like the trees were growing out of them, but some of the desks were made out of them. But it was like this interplay between nature and education and art, and it was really interesting. I'll see if I have a link to it, and I'll throw it up at the end of this video. But Madison Square Park is just a very relaxed park. During warmer months, there's often live music. There's a lot of people who busk and perform. It's a great place. Let's go walk around. So here we are inside the park. And right now, like, this area is just a big open sand field, but there's like a tractor on its side further in, and I'm wondering if that's like an art display, and we're gonna find out. But as we're walking over there, also there's like a Shake Shack right here, so if you need a little nosh, they do have a Shake Shack. Get some burgers, some shakes, all that stuff. Let's see what's going on with this piece of machinery here on its side. What is this? What has happened here? Okay, it is in fact an exhibition by Nicole Einsman called Fixed Crane, and it's here until March 9th. So I read the description about the crane on its side as art, and what I'm getting out of the artist's purpose behind this is that cranes are used to build skyscrapers and all of the industry that exists in New York City. And the power behind that and what cranes can do and what they represent in that sort of like scheme of things. But one of the things that the sign mentioned is like, what if we stop building for a year or two? Took a couple years off, what would happen? And this is sort of supposed to represent that thought process of what would happen, what would the city be like without industry, without building, without construction, without this ever-present forward movement with construction and industry in the city. It's an interesting question to ask. I don't know. But yeah, crane on its side. So also part of the art display is sort of like this diesel engine here, but right next to it is this foot. Not only a foot, but like a cracked foot in a Birkenstock next to a diesel engine. Interesting juxtaposition, because I wouldn't want my toes next to a diesel engine. Just saying. So we're gonna keep walking through the park, and the other thing about this park is it is doggo friendly. That's right, they have a dog run. I'm not gonna show it, it's packed full of people and their four-legged friends, but there is a dog run over here. So we're heading out of the park, and in this area there's a few different things to see. So we're gonna go to the median and sort of take a look. So what we're facing right now, there is a Lego store right here, and there's also an Eataly. Now, something to keep in mind with this particular Lego store, this is the one on 5th Avenue at 23rd Street. This is not the flagship location. The flagship is the one that's over by Rockefeller Center, and that one is 2 stories high. The one that's over here in Chelsea, much smaller. They still have a lot of cool stuff. There's a lot of cool displays set up. There's a lot of great stuff in there going on, but it's smaller and it's less busy. So if you don't want all the crowds, you still want to get the Lego flavor of things, you could do that here. The other thing that's here, Flatiron Building. So right now, this is November of 2024. There is a lot of scaffolding up around the Flatiron Building these days. It's getting a little bit of a facelift. And not so long ago, we used to have the portal was on display over here, but that has since closed down. But those are two other things that are in this area. Right next to the Flatiron Building, so this is 22nd Street, you have the Harry Potter New York store. Inside the Harry Potter store, they have all of your wizarding needs. Regardless of your house, whether you're Gryffindor or Slytherin, they got you covered. Little something for everyone. Okay, we are on the move again. We're back outside, walking down Fifth Avenue, heading towards Union Square. But I'm going to take us on a little detour. We're going to make a right on 21st Street for one of my favorite shops. Let's go to Abracadabra. So, Abracadabra NYC, they are a year-round Halloween shop, and they have goth clothes in addition to Halloween costumes. So their windows look like they're under construction. I don't know if they're open. Let's see if they're open. Now we tried the door and it is not open right now, but I tried. But if you're here when they are open, they are awesome. It is literally 2 stories of Halloween and goth wonderment. The level you enter on has all the Halloween stuff. So everything from like packaged costumes, accessories, Halloween makeup, all that kind of stuff. And then if you go downstairs, they have all sorts of goth apparel. So lots of black, lots of, buckles and platform boots, all sorts of cool stuff. They also rent costumes. So if you ever have like a party to go to and you need like a kind of, professional costume more than just like a Party City level costume, they rent costumes also. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, so we walk back over to Fifth Avenue and we're gonna continue the journey towards Union Square. So along this walk, there's a lot of stores that are gonna look familiar. There's places like The Gap, H&M, Abercrombie and Finch is right over there. So there's a bunch of like familiar stores, but there's also a lot of other shops as well and places to eat. Also, definitely recommend going like sort of up and down side streets because there's a lot of great little shops like Abracadabra if you just go up and down the side streets as well. We have gotten to 17th Street and we are crossing and walking down. So we came up about a block too high for Union Square. Like as I was mentioning, you could walk down these side streets and you find so many different places. Like, look, we have Mission Ceviche, which is Peruvian, and then we have some sushi over here. So it's like when you walk down these side streets, you really never know what you're going to come across because there's really a little bit of everything. Okay, we're going to go check this out. We're gonna check this out. Hang on. I've walked past this place probably like 5 times. I have not gone in yet. This is called Sweet Cats. It's bubble tea and claw machines. This is the window. So see like this little anime type character. They have all the bubble tea and different ice creams in the shape of great characters and fluff and claw machines. It's just a huge crane arcade. There's crane machines everywhere, all sorts of characters. This is so cool. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. Like Dragon Ball characters and all these great characters, like Hello Kitty. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. This is awesome. And in case you're wondering how much, there are tokens. $1 equals 2 tokens, or the more you buy, the less expensive it gets because they have these percentage off. And then like, for example, this claw machine right here, it says 6 CN equals 1 play. That place was a lot of fun. That just goes to show you, like you walk up and down the side streets, you never know what you're gonna find just walking around. That is really the best way to get to know this city. And we have arrived at Union Square, but we are here during off season. So the farmer's market, although going on, much smaller than usual. During the summer months, this whole plaza area is all full of vendors, but we are in November. So when it comes to it, I'm just happy to have a market at all. I mean, small is better than none, right? as I was walking through, I realizing it's probably more of a street fair that's going on, because the stalls that were there are more street fair vendor type of stalls than farmers market type of stalls. You know what? We'll go over to the other side. We'll see if there's any normal farmer market vendors, or if they're just kind of hibernating for the winter. I didn't check the website. I don't know. I thought it went on even when it got cooler, but maybe not. Maybe I was mistaken. Oh, my friends, I got the answer. Okay. The farmers market occurs on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. I thought they occurred like on Saturday and Sunday. I was incorrect, and today is a Sunday, so there's no farmers market. So this area that I'm standing in, it's usually full of vendors, and you know what? I've been here before and I've vlogged it before, so I will throw a link up so you can see what the Union Square Farmers Market looks like when it's in full swing. And it wasn't because of the season. It was, I'm here on the wrong day. So even though the farmers market is not going today, there's still a vendor fair. There is still so much that you can do here, even though it's not farmers market day. Just make sure you don't step in the bad luck spot. I love New York City buskers. They're some of the most talented people out there, and they are working for it, and this guy was great. It's amazing. And just free entertainment on the street, but you can give them a tip. So we're walking along, and there are construction walls up, not construction walls. So I mentioned it's November. It's time. They're putting together the framework for the winter village market. Yeah, so all the structures are mid-assemblage right now. Mid-assemblage. It'll be here before you know it. Then over on 14th Street, there's a lot of shops. There's a lot of shopping, names you'll recognize, names you won't, lots of food. Transportation hub, there's a lot of subway lines that come in here, so there is a lot of options going on. So I love Union Square. It's just a great place to just relax and chill. One of my favorite things to do over here is just get some food, get it to go, and sit in the park. During warmer months, the lawn is open, so you can have it picnic style. There's a lot of benches over there. Going to the farmer's market is always great. If the vendor that has the pear butter, definitely recommend. There's a honey vendor that has localized honey, so if you have allergies from the different boroughs, like they have honey from bees from the different boroughs. They have the lavender by the bay. I've actually been to that lavender farm, but they actually have a vending booth here during the farmer's market as well. A lot of great stuff, great environment. Just like to come here and relax. So just for reference, there's like places like Starbucks over here. You also have a Panera Bread is over there, and there's a Whole Foods right there. So in terms of if you want some food to go to sit in the park, those are some great options. But we're kind of getting to the border of where the village starts, and that will be a different video. So for now, I am done for the day. I'll see you all real soon, and until then, stay inspired by everyone. Take care.